Alright, and welcome back. This is Lockop MC, and today we are starting our Noob to Average PvP series. In this series, we are going to chronicle our practice and training trying to get better at PvP, because everybody wants to get better at PvP. So, let's kind of go over some of the stuff that we're going to work on today and kind of what the plan is. Alright. First of all, the plan for the day is going to be basically setting some benchmarks. We're going to go onto a PvP server, and we are going to do probably around 10, obviously unranked fights to see kind of where we're at and see if we can figure out some other things that we need to work on. To work on the things that we know we need to work on, we have built this beautiful 5x5 little square here with our officially licensed Lost Cop MC dummy. Hey, bud. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to use him to kind of get an idea of some of the things that we want to do. So today, some of the things that we want to work on are going to be aiming. I'm going to try to focus kind of probably the lower half of the body mostly. I think it makes it a little easier for me. Aiming is important because even with a 90,000 click per second rate, if you are not able to get your cursor on to where you want to hit, you're probably not going to win. It's probably going to end badly. So what we're going to do to work on some of that is we're going to practice moving a little bit and just kind of trying just to keep our cursor on the guy, because we want to break it down into steps a little bit. There we go. There we go. So after we do that for a few minutes, trying to get just a little bit comfortable, what we're going to do is we're going to start adding in our clicks and trying to click and just get moving around. Some of the other things that we want to work on is movement. We don't want to, just straight line everybody and try to run through their head and all that, because it's probably not going to end well for us. So what we're going to work on is kind of sidestepping either left or right and trying to engage kind of from an angle. If we can get a good hit off of that, then we're going to try to enter into a circle strafe and then work on our reactions to their counters to the strafe. So if we have the opportunity, what we're going to do, for an example, is if we start to circle to our right, his left, when he turns toward his left to try to come into our strafe, we're going to reverse direction and try to do that. I think we're going to keep it kind of simple for today because we are just trying to get a benchmark, and I don't want to overload my brain too much because it's not very big. So I want to just try to work on, maybe trying to get into a couple of strafes and getting my clicks on target, and then we'll see how we do from there. One note that we do want to mention is the intention of this series is really going to be kind of just to show what we're doing and to hopefully show some improvement in our PvP ability. In no way are we pretending to be experts. In fact, we are learning. That's the whole purpose. So if you do enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Leave us a comment down below if there's some things that you think we should try to improve our PvP. And what we'll do is we'll probably make a video about it. Another note is, unfortunately, we're going to have to go onto a PvP server to 1v1 PvP somebody that is probably going to trounce us. Just remember, when you're trying to practice and you're trying to learn, the primary focus should be practice. Choose a skill that you want to improve on. That's why we're starting with aiming and movement, because if we can build a good base, a good foundation, then we can start trying to incorporate, more advanced tactics. But until then, we're going to focus on the basics. Also, don't be intimidated by these PvP servers, because yes, people are going to be mean. People are going to call you a noob. People are going to say it was an easy fight. People are going to say that they are, clicking their mouse with their toes and they still whomped you. You're probably going to have people who might take their armor off and instead of using a sword, slap you around with a stake. Just try to stay focused on what you're there for. You're trying to learn, you're trying to get better, and you're not going to get better if you get overly frustrated or you take that stuff to heart. Sooner or later, you're going to be able to put up a better challenge to most of these people. And, you know, some of the fights you get might be against more evenly matched people. I mean, if you're new and you get a match against us, you're probably going to be pretty evenly matched, and it should be a good fight. So, anyway, let's move on to the server and let's see how we do today. Thanks for watching. All right, so as you can see, I have a lot to work on. Aside from aiming and movement, pop management and using the hotkeys were two additional issues that kind of stuck out. So, although we weren't statistically successful, just coming on a PvP server and not giving up was a win for us. We got to start working on improving and now have a benchmark to reference so that we can gauge how we're improving or what we need to work on next. If you did enjoy this and appreciate what we're doing, make sure you pummel that like button and don't forget to subscribe. It would mean a lot to us. So, you know what? I guess that's everything. So until next time, so long and thanks for all the fish.